Tonight you're here as part of what they're calling Write the Night, which is a night of request songs that were put online by various people. I guess your fans, we hope.
That's a good point. I never thought of it that way. I never thought of it any other way.
But that's nothing new. You guys have done that before, haven't you? All request shows for WFMU?
Well, that implies that we're doing an all-request show tonight. The ground rules were a little bit left us wiggle room to, look at the vote tally and then use that information as we see fit. On WFMU, when we take requests, we're much more rigorous.
Yeah. Well, it's an interesting idea to do songs like that because I think when people are requesting songs, they're requesting their favorite songs in most cases, and songs that have some nostalgic quality for them possibly takes them to a place when they heard those songs for the first time, and now they're requesting them for you guys to play. Does that ever happen when you play those songs for you, given the history of the band, and maybe you're going way back into your early catalog to play some songs? Does that...
we do these shows most years, not every year, but over Hanukkah at Maxwell's, and in the course of those, playing 8 nights, we do a wide variety of stuff, and we did a show... I'm not even sure. What year did we play with Duclaw? Was that last year or the year before?
Year before.
It's we have a good friend of ours was in the opening group, and our original bass player was playing guitar with him. So he's a great guitar player. So we brought him up during our set, and we did our first single, which I don't think we had played that song in years, and it was kind of a funny, nostalgic feeling. Probably more at the sound check as we were trying to remember how it went and thinking about the last time we'd played it. But definitely there's that depending, especially as you said, when it goes way back.
Mm-hmm. And I'd be interested in knowing, did people request covers, covers that you guys have done in the past that? Or are they mostly your songs?
I think they're mostly our songs.
A couple of the...
Yeah, there probably are. Certainly ones we've recorded. I don't know. I don't think I remember seeing others.
There was one of the ones one of the top vote getters that we're not doing tonight was a cover song.
Yeah. Did anyone request a new song from your album that's coming out soon? James did.
I've been writing it furiously for weeks.
I bought the ballot box.
I bought 125 tickets to this show.
Because you do have a new
Whatever
record.
It takes.
You do have a new record coming out in the next few weeks.
Yeah, coming out September 8th.
September?
As in 8 or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it feels very soon, doesn't
you're
it?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to do a few of those songs, whether people want us to or not.
Yeah, the album is called Popular Songs. And we can only hope that that's what happens with every song on the record.
Yeah, now without Michael Jackson, we're hoping for 13 number one songs from this record.
Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? How his records have shot through the ceiling like that, every single album.
Oh yeah, I was actually thinking more about just the way every song on Thriller was a number one song. But right. I know it is amazing, especially because you thought everybody had those records already.
Yeah,
and
I know.
Now. Yet there's still more people out there to buy them.
Right. Well, you guys are record collectors for the most part. I mean, you really go way back in your record collections. What's the coolest find that you've come up with recently? Is there still such a thing as a cool find at this point?
It's getting harder.
Yeah.
You really have to... But when you do find them now, it does seem like a miracle that you find anything, because everything's gone.
Right.
So, yeah, maybe you just have to change your tastes so that you're finding, just normal, mundane things to make it seem exciting.
On our new record, we have 2 songs with string arrangements by Chicago's Richard Evans, and I think we've all been, as a result, paying extra special attention to the many, many, many records that he worked on over the years and picking up some very oddball records.
What were some of the records you worked on?
Well, the Cadet Records, the jazz and R&B arm of Chess was like him. So the Soulful Strings and Ramsey Lewis and
Donny Hathaway, Dorothy Ashby. You know those records? She was a harp player, and he made these kind of psychedelic soul records with her. They're completely incredible.
How did you get connected with him?
Through the magic of the internet. We knew we wanted somebody to.
We found him.
Yeah, we wanted somebody to write strings arrangements, and we thought, wouldn't it be cool if we got some, old school string arranger? We made out our wish list, and he was number one, and James just started typing, and next thing we knew, he had found him.
That's incredible that you can do that and work with someone whose work you really admire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was incredible.
Is that because of the internet? You think it's easier to find people? Yeah.
Definitely. Although Rich is in his 70s and he's probably moving pretty slow, so we probably would have found him eventually.
Well, what a thrill! What a thrill that must have been. Now, a few weeks ago, you guys were playing at Coney Island, and you played with Wilco, Chicago's very own.
A couple of days ago, actually.
Was it just a few days ago?
Yeah.
Again, amazing on the internet. I watched the performance of Kid Smoke, you playing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Someone shot in the audience and actually did a pretty good job of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was. Tell me what it was like playing that song with playing guitar with Nels, going back and forth like that.
It was really exciting. For all the dozens and dozens of people that we've had come on stage with us, we haven't really done it with other people all that much, and it really was very, completely different. Just trying to strike the right balance between doing what you normally do and yet fitting in with no rehearsal. I mean, we went over the song in the dressing room literally with Jeff playing it for us. That was the full extent of the rehearsal. So it really was it was very exciting.
Yeah, well, that song is at least for the past few years has been a real highlight of their set, sort of the centerpiece, and it sounded, at least with the rudimentary recording on this guy's cell phone or whatever it was, the song changed from the krautrock sound that it had, and it just turned into like a shredding psychedelic Velvet Underground droney crazy. It was really awesome to hear it like that, to hear it almost kind of reinvented.
Well, I mean, that is the as I said, we've done it so many times the other way around, and that is one of the great appeals of having people come on stage with you, is it just pulls out things that are within the songs that you may not even have necessarily thought about, or so it's always exciting.
Well, we were talking before about
Either that or we broke it.
we were talking before about songs having a nostalgic quality that take you back to a time and place. When I saw you performing with Jeff, it made me think of Lounge Acts. It made me think of the many times that I saw you guys play there over the years. That's where that friendship began. At least your acquaintanceships with him and Sue. So that was pretty cool. I can remember seeing you guys at Lounge Acts, and it was starting to turn in like the Chris Farley thing. I remember when, but so many times. And what always really struck me about your performances there was that every time I saw you, you were better than the time before. Like you always were moving ahead, and. It makes me ask this question, that over 25 years like that, how do you keep your enthusiasm in doing what you're still doing?
Part of it is I think we don't really think about it that much. We just keep playing things that excite us and try to play things we've never really played before, or play in ways we've never really played before.
I mean, we just do have it. It's sort of, it just seems like even now there's not enough hours in the day to do all the different things that we want to be doing. I mean, even we did the show with Wilco on Monday, and we're coming out here yesterday, and Tuesday and Wednesday we're like cramming to get these various things done, and got half of what we meant to do finished and have to run home and do the rest. So it's, I don't know, it just seems like there's always another opportunity, another thing that seems exciting out there.
Now, after the record comes out on September 8th, will you be going on tour and coming back through, say, Chicago to do an indoor, more conventional show?
What's it, like October, I think we're coming to Chicago?
That was very beginning of October, I think.
Yeah, great. Well, congratulations on the new album. I can't wait to hear more of it.
Thank
There
you.
are a couple songs posted on the internet. You can watch them. You can watch the songs. But like I said, we're really looking forward to the record, and thanks a lot for stopping by. And have a great show tonight, too.
Thanks,
man.
Sure.